Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. And yes, there's Spotty Dog fast asleep in the background there. Very early morning, nearly the full moon. Husband woke at about 4 a.m. Thought it was morning because he gets up around dawn. Got up, made sure the entire household was awake before he came out into the kitchen and realised it was 4 a.m. So he then slunk back to bed. So yeah, Spot's catching up on his sleep. No, it wasn't breakfast time at 4 a.m. Okay, what I want to have a look in this particular reading using the Golden Universal Tarot, entertainment only, tariffs. Oh, where do we go with this? Okay, couple of things. Canada has announced a 25% tariff on electricity going into the US. Cannot blame Canada at all, but it is the ordinary people that are going to be affected by this. All I can do is look up, suggest that you look up ways to minimize your electricity use, whether that's as part of heating, just heating one room, or if you're by yourself or there's just a couple of you, investing in some of those wearable plug-in electric blanket coat things for the evening or night time. I know when we were building a house a few years back and we were living in the garage and it was be cold in the middle of winter because where we were gets down into the minus Celsius. So I'm just saying minus Celsius, not minus Fahrenheit. I used to heat wheat bags and put them in the dogs' beds for them so that the beds were nice and warm for them to then snuggle into, and then their body heat would take over. Just looking at ways that you can minimize your electricity use, perhaps bulk cooking meals. Uh, uh, when electricity prices are lowest, and then popping them in the freezer. So all you have to do is microwave meals. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All I can do is suggest that you look up ways to reduce electricity usage as we are going into spring and into summer. Now, so what's happened is yeah, the two most devious cards in the deck that you can, as I separate the deck, yeah, the hidden agenda is becoming on full show. The lunacy of it, the secrets being revealed, oh, the lunacy of what Felon 45 is doing. He's now come out and said for those that have put tariffs on us, I'm going to increase the tariffs on them. So watch out, Canada or Mexico, you might get extra tariffs put on you. It's just yeah, the stock market is tanking. The superannuation funds in Australia. I have a personally run superannuation fund that I run. We're allowed to do that in Australia. I think it's 401k, as you call them in the US. You are allowed to actually run your own super fund. My shares are okay because they are blue chip Australian based shares. Yeah, they're going up and going down, going up and they're going down, but they seem to be fairly solid. But the fund managed super funds, because they invest heavily in the US stock market, absolutely tanking, even the ones in Australia. So it's just absolute lunacy. Lunacy. Now, Felon 45 was going nuts on his Untruth Social apparently last night because our previous Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, who I put a little video in my posts section, which used to be called Community. If you click on Meister Tarot under any video, it'll take you to the main page and you'll see it's either called Posts or Communities. Under that is a video of Malcolm Turnbull, who was our Prime Minister during Felon 45's first term, and boy, oh boy, he calls a spade a spade. Felon 45 was absolutely going nuts on Untruth Social last night because Malcolm Turnbull came out and publicly stated that the US tariffs will work in favour of China as the world economies look for stable government. Because at the moment, The US is just an asylum of a regime, not the US people. The US regime is just lunatics running the asylum. I'm just going to put it out there. As other world economies are looking for stability versus insanity. Now, of course, Felon 45 took offence at that, and of course, his post on Untruth Social is full of lies, saying that the Australian people voted out Malcolm Turnbull. No, they didn't. He was shafted in the back by the backroom boys of our Liberal National Party. They're our conservative Trumpster Republican type party over in Australia. The backroom string pullers didn't like Turnbull because he was too progressive. So he was stabbed in the back, removed from the leadership position, and we got Scotty from marketing instead. Evangelical Trump wannabe Scotty from marketing. Anyhow, because in Australia, we don't actually vote for our leader. The leader is put in place by the party that has the majority, same as Canada. Okay, so two cards fell out in regards to Felon 45 going nuts. Yeah, this is one of my dementia cards. Smoke and mirrors, delusional, poor choices. Laurie from Wave Positive Change calls it the shell game. And then we've got here the secret dealings happening in the background. Now, I wonder if this is in relation to Felon 45's health, because pentacles can be health, they can be wealth, and they can be opportunities. Yeah, hello, Spotty Dog. I'm totally getting you there. So I wonder whether there's discussions going on behind the scenes to perhaps remove this delusional, dementia-ridden dude, because on the base we've got huge announcement, and when I say the base, I'm talking about the bottom of the deck, and here's the secrets being revealed, hidden agenda being revealed, big announcement coming forward that will bring an ending to this king. Oh boy. However, if I keep going, we've got secrets revealed about, is it money laundering or is it election interference, manipulation, and treason. Treason and betrayal. Now have a look at the figure in the bottom of that card. Collapsed in, is it terror? Is it enormity? Because we have then, if I keep going, whistleblower card. Now, it's not just one whistleblower. As Susan Lynn says, this is going to be the year of the whistleblower. It'll only take one to come forward, and boy, oh boy, will they be stacking and packing up behind them. Take a number to blow the beans about mercenary actions. And then we've got emotionally slinking away. But also we've got the full moon eclipse at the top there. So I don't know if it's this, what have we got? We've got a moon eclipse and then we've got a sun eclipse coming up. So let's have a look. Or just being abandoned as commerce is being disrupted. But also who paid who, what, where, and who owns what, who owes who, what, where. Remembering, was it 2 days after November the 5th, the one of the top dudes in Russia came out and said, right, we got you elected, now you owe us. Okay, so let's have a look. This is more than tariffs. This is being forced to retreat, but also having a good lie down. Is it ill health? Is it being forced to retreat? I mean, one does not lie in repose on a sarcophagus in a church without something serious. And then we've got the decrepit old king. Okay. It's going to say, don't be spending. Nightmare situation. I'm feared. I'm really getting that. Okay, thank you. What I'm hearing, and if you hear my guides, let me know. What I'm hearing is that the oligarchs that supported him, he's getting out of hand. He's getting out of hand. Now, did anyone watch that? Yeah, that I posted that FIFA video in again my posts section, and yeah, again, look, regardless of how it's trying to be spun, he says what he says, and he said it, that the election was rigged and I'm president again. Now, people are coming out and saying, oh, he's talking about the 2020 election. That's what they tried to spin it as when he said that on the 19th of January. Or was it earlier than that he said it? That's what it was spun as. This is a guy with dementia. This is a guy who is losing his ability to control what comes out of his mouth once it leaves his head. I heard what I heard, and if you don't try and spin it, that's what he said. Now, the FIFA one, have a look at what he signs, because he's Felon 45 says, oh, if I sign this document, it puts it into, we're signing up. And he talks about it being like 4 Super Bowls a day. I don't think he knows what international football is. We call it soccer in Australia because we have other codes of football as well. It's not Super Bowl. It's not Super Bowl stuff. This is footy football. So anyhow, aside from that, have a look at what he signs. Now you tell me that's not a blank piece of paper. Just putting it out there. And remember that his father was given blank papers to sign when he was suffering from dementia. Okay, show me if I haven't shown it already. Entertainment only. Is this getting out of control? Yes, the decrepit king is going to find himself out. The oligarchs, or is it end of a cycle, end of a legacy? I think he's yeah, emotional breakdown perhaps, or is this overwhelming, or new partnerships? Some sort of ruling that comes forward. I'm just picking off the top here. Some sort of decree or ruling or action that is taken that takes him out. I've got the wealthy, those that are wealthy, are not liking what he is doing. And they're walking away from him. There's going to be all sorts of investigations, shining a light on the path forward. And then we've got the sword of truth and information coming out. Homeland security and a potential attempt to flee. Working together, some sort of agreement that's going to bring this to an end. I think, big announcement coming forward about that somebody would like kept hidden about money, who owes who, what and where and when. I don't think the oligarchs are happy with what he's doing, and I get the feeling he is going to be removed. But once he is removed, the floodgates are open. Those that support Trump do not like Vance. Those that don't support Trump really don't like Vance. Year of the whistleblower. Right, let's have a look. Is over this spat. These ones keep wanting to come out. We've got the false victory, best of democracy, the manipulation, the whistleblower, and the loss. I think the Emperor is going to be facing a harsh truth out of left field from an unexpected angle, and karma, the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. There's some sort of agreement going on behind the scenes. Is his crazy talk on tariffs, because the world sees it for I read on last week on it being pump and dump, and that, yes, that was the intention, but the rest of the world, it is seeing it for what it is. Show me, show me, show me. Is felon 45 going to be, is this tariff crazy talk stuff, is he going to find himself removed? Is it just too far? Is it just too far? Is it a step too far? I'll just put those back in randomly. Ugh. Gosh, got the oligarchs on the bottom there. Show me. Is this tariff that he's going on about, this tariff lunacy, is it going to get him removed? Let's have a look. Well, there's talks going on behind the scenes about his health. Legal action being taken. I think he is. I think they're going to start action to remove him. This is so much a case of what's going to come out first type scenario. Yeah. Judgment, collective awakening, and inevitability about this happening, but a rising up. In the past, we've got the bombastic going in circles, fighting with the messaging. Oh, you put tariffs on me, I'll put tariffs on you. Craziness. I put tariffs on you, so you put tariffs on me. So I'll. It's like a game of Snap, to be honest, that he's playing. The crazy going around and around and around in circles, crowning this reading. Not liking what's been offered. This figure slumped here with this offer. Now, is this the oligarchs not liking what he's doing, or is this felon 45? They may say, dude, mate, you got to go. And he's not wanting to take it. Delusional craziness. Shell game, as Laurie puts it, shell game, dementia, poor choices in the externally, the ability to make money. That's what's external. The ability to make money. Internally, they want a stability. They want a stability and a shining light, a shining star internally. The best of democracy, the best of the economy, the best of. Drawn to the, is it an egret in the background? Or is it a stork? Or is it an ibis, also known as a bin chicken in Australia? About to take flight, bringing forth a new beginning. Hopes and fears, end of a cycle, end of this lunacy. Courage, shining introspection, but shining a light in the darkness, stepping out on this path, and legal action. I'm going to say big yes. I mean, yes, 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 yes. The outcome, yes, 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 yes. A lot of information coming up really quickly that's going to bring a downfall. I'm going to say yes. Yeah, okay. We've got the manifestation, bringing about turning of the wheel, or is this manipulation going to bring about a turning of the wheel? And volatile information is going to be brought forward. Yeah, I think there are plans afoot to remove the felon because this tariff thing is gotten out of lunacy hands. It's become a tit for tat, and that was not the agreement. Okay. I don't know where to go from that. I might leave it there. Actually, I'm going to ask one more question. Yeah, the smug merchant thinking they've got everything lined up. Nah, how'd that work out? Nah, it's absolutely spilling on them. Absolutely spilling. How is this going to affect the budget? Now, came across my attention the other day is that there was an introduction to Congress of a contingency that if the budget doesn't get passed, a contingency document. So they're already putting in place an expectation that the budget's not going to pass. The oligarchs making an offer that's not being accepted. End of a legacy, end of a cycle. How's this going to affect the budget coming up? Because what's that? Next week? How's this going to affect US Congress budget coming up? This thing's still to be revealed about a steal. This is getting crazy land stuff. How is this tariff crazy insanity going to affect the budget? Bruce battled back up against the wall. I think the contingency plan is going to be invoked. I don't think the budget's okay. There's something going to come up where they will invoke the contingency plan, is what I feel. Is Congress? They brought forward a contingency plan in case Mikey Johnson, I believe, signed it off. Is the contingency plan going to be invoked? Come on down, so that'll do us. Right, we've got the going round and round and round and round in circles. Ending up in a downfall. So the magician, I know who's got the magician. A couple of readers have got the magician as their felon 45, one of their felon 45 cards, because the master manipulator, downfall. Right, circles of support coming together, and it will take courage to keep the economy functioning. And on the bottom, we've got the decrepit king, some sort of protection being brought forward, harsh truth about health potentially, bringing a downfall. You've got the Supreme Court getting involved, a ruling, a higher authority ruling. You've then got the abuse and betrayal. Is this the flow of the economy, or is this? And then we've got a huge announcement: the moneyed walking away. Okay. I think yes. Okay. I am not always right, as you would know. But I think there are moves afoot to remove a certain person, And that will then invoke the contingency plan with the budget. Russell's looking really, really forward to taking a week off when this is all over. Okay, most importantly, look after yourself. Be aware, but don't immerse yourself in the news. Seek your information in the typed form. Don't go to the videos, except for mine and other really great readers. But yeah, the 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 talking head sensationalism, they play on the emotions, and it's repeat, repeat, repeat the same thing over and over again. So try and avoid too much of that. Do what you need to do. Turn off the social media and the television and step out into nature as the days are getting longer and warming up for you guys in the north, and as we have some beautiful cool weather after our summer down here in the south. Okay, love to you all. Take care.